keep them. There is nothing more satisfying. That's the bag done. It's so cute. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sav and this is the Matchy Life YouTube channel, all the behind the scenes of my small business, Matchy Australia. If you guys have been following along with me for a while, you might recognize a similar product to this one here. It is my first ever viral video. I would say it definitely popped off the most on Pinterest and YouTube. At the time of recording this video, that YouTube short has gotten 135,000 views. That is quite viral for me, particularly on YouTube. It's a very popular bag of mine and I thought it'd be a fun video to recreate this viral bag and just revisit it with my sewing skills of 2026, because I did end up making three or four of these bags and I sold them as like a one-off, one of a kind. So maybe by the end of this video, we'll have some one of a kind patchwork quilted bags for you guys to possibly purchase and get a one-of-one matchy. But I'll see how the video goes and if we like the bags or not. I'm excited to get stuck into today's video, so without further ado, let's just jump to it. So scraps are a huge part of sewing. I always have scraps. You're going to have scraps no matter how much you try and eliminate having scraps, you're gonna have scraps. This is what I do with all of my scraps, is I keep them in this bucket right here. And what I love about quilting is it actually is kind of a scrap busting like project, or patchwork quilting, even though I hate scrap busting because like something about it in my mind thinks it is less than a full-size piece, whereas the reality of it is that it actually takes nearly 10 times longer to make a patchwork quilted item, and scrap busting makes it act like, oh, this is something that was going in the bin and now it's going to you guys, which I don't really like that at all, because yeah, I don't really know why I don't like it. I just think it has like a negative name for something that's actually not a negative process and takes a lot of skills, patience and time. There's more time that goes into a patchwork bag than a regular quilted bag. That's just like a little bit of my thought process. But basically I'm going to go through the scrap pile and pick out all of my pink pieces, because I'm definitely going to do a pink themed bag. I really like the idea of pairing my pink strawberry gingham with the Barnaby and the Teddy Valentine collection. The Teddy Valentine collection just launched, so we don't have too many scraps on it, but there is definitely some scraps we can pull together. I potentially could include some of the signature stripe as well, so I'm going to put that to the side and just really have a good dig through. I could do one with the strawberries, but I might save that for another project, because I think signature stripe with the strawberry would be so good, because the greens and the pinks in those fabrics is just stunning and would match really well. But for now, I think we're just going to get the gingham. Something like this is probably way too small, if I'm honest. What I saved this for is all of the straps on my things. So my keychain pouches, holder strap, something like this is more the scrap I'm looking for. It wouldn't even be cute if I took like the dark side and added some chocolate gingham, but I like to stick with some pinks. So I think that's about as much strawberry gingham I have in that pile of scraps. This is what I'm thinking so far. We've got the entire Valentine's collection, and then we've got some pink gingham. My only thought is, do I include all of the Valentine's collection, or do I just include Barnaby and the rose? So it makes it 3, or do I do 4? I might do 4. We're going to pull out my cutting mat for this project because I need to use the rotary cutter to cut the little squares out. And I actually paid my mum a few years ago now to cut out a bunch of squares for me from scrap fabric. So I just have a bunch of squares sitting there that I'm not doing anything with. So this is the size I might go with. This is a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square. I'm gonna have a think if I want to make the exact same bag or change it up a little bit. I'll be back. I'm tempted to change it up because I've already made a bag like this. Because the patterns are like designed to be long ways, I am tempted to do a strip quilting, which I've never done before. Basically, it's like instead of all these different patchworks, they're like in strips, but then some of the strips can be smaller strips, if that makes sense. Basically, it's a lot of math, I guess. I can't find my rotary cutter, so I'm not gonna waste time on looking for it. I'm just going to use my ruler and a pencil and cut it manually because this is literally the only one. It should be okay. I'm just gonna spend a second doing the mass on the measurements and then we can cut all of the pieces that I need. I have my measurements. I'm basically just working out the order in which I want this to go because I think having this as the center of the bag will be really nice, and because we're doing the stripes, there's opportunity to do that. So that's gonna be my center of my bag. And then I don't know if I go the rose, gingham, then the teddy, or if I go the teddy, the gingham, then the rose, or I could go the gingham, the rose, and then the teddy, like that. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, and because my logical thinking for this is because I'm going to, that separates these two, this separates these two prints, and then there's no roses on this print. So it's kind of like rose, no rose, rose, no rose. That's what's making my decision. I'm gonna cut just after the dots here, I think. And then I'm also gonna cut out this bit here because I want the heart strip too. I've got strip 1, strip 2, 3, 4 for a bigger piece. I'm gonna do a smaller strip for this one. Now basically I want a variation of different widths of the strips, but you want 2 of each so you can make it symmetrical on each side. I think I like this. I don't know what to do about the fact that it's not long enough. We could insert, I think the more crowded the better, if I'm honest. I'm very much a maximalist when it comes to these things. My only thought is fixing this. I could look for longer pieces of gingham. I don't really want to add on to it because you're going to see the seam. I might look for bigger pieces of gingham. Okay, I found some. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to the machine and quilt all these pieces together. Whoa, I really miss quilting. Like, there is nothing more satisfying than showing off your quilt. Okay, I'm at the ironing board now and I'm going to iron it to flatten all of these seams. And I'm actually going to be pushing all the seams just to one side, making sure it's the same side so it doesn't come apart. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little nervous that we're not gonna see the rose, but we'll see how we go. It is a little bit longer than I expected just because I cut the strawberry gingham a little bit bigger. But what's important here is just lining it all up perfectly. So I've got my piece of wadding here and I'm just gonna make sure the center of the wadding is the center of the piece. You guys know I get overexcited for things, but this is the most stunning quilting I have ever seen. Everything goes together so perfectly. Let me show you in the natural light. Now we just have to cut out the shape. So that's the bag. Oh, it looks so cute. I really even like these offcuts. They look so adorable. Okay, because we can't see the rose, I'm thinking of putting the rose at the top. You know what would be better than just the rose? A rose ruffle. I'm gonna try that, like a mini rose ruffle. Okay, I'm actually obsessed with this ruffle. So I've added just a ruffle on the top there. Hopefully it's focusing for you guys. So that goes on the top of both sides. And the intention is so it looks like that when the zipper's on and everything. I'm gonna add the zipper now. It's gonna be a very small ruffle, like this will condense down. I'm gonna add the zipper now. I've just added my tag and it's nearly finished. I'm literally so obsessed with this. Like, this is giving me a lot of ideas. That's all I wanna say is like, this is giving me a lot of ideas. Is so cute. You know, if I leave them up like a little mohawk or if I top stitch them down. I just had to unpick a little bit there because I did the top stitch on the ruffle and it just kind of went out a little bit. So I'm just gonna top stitch the ruffle but just take a bit more caution. So I think I went a bit too fast. I might even add a few pins just to keep it stuck down. The ruffle keeps catching right at the end there. So I can go, it's really hard to push it, which it's funny because there's actually like a stitch down the bottom here that you would think will keep the ruffle in place, but it doesn't. That's the bag done. It's so cute. It definitely has turned out cuter than I imagined, which I'm really happy about. We've got the ruffle on the top with the top stitching keeping it down. And this ruffle also acts as kind of like a pull tab when you hold on to it to open the zipper, which I really like. So that's that one. I'm so obsessed. When I'm deciding to cost up the retail price of my products, I have to take things into account like the cost of the materials used and also my time on making the product as well as marketing and things like that. So there are so many hidden costs when it comes to running a small business. It has been so fun looking back on my most viral products because at the time I was making products like these, I was also just running Matchy as a side hobby and I was running it from the spare room at home and the garage. And it's been a really nostalgic exercise to see how far I've come, not only with my products, but also with my business overall. One of the best things I did to truly shift into a small business mindset was finding a place to keep all of my finances together, which is why I'm so excited to be partnering with Xero for this video. Xero is a cloud-based accounting platform that helps small business manage their finances, including invoicing, bills, payments, and so much more all in the one place. There may come a time when the finance side becomes super overwhelming, and honestly, starting your small business ends up being the easy part. Maintaining it is where it gets hard, especially if you don't have the right support. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to do any of this without the help of Xero. I was first drawn to Xero because of how easy it is to use. The interface is incredibly intuitive and the processes are really simple. And when I need help, I can easily lean on the Xero support team, and it's the kind of support that you can actually use. If you're a sole trader or a company, you may have multiple business transactions coming from multiple bank accounts, and the one thing about Xero is it automatically imports multiple transactions from those multiple bank accounts so you can reconcile everything all in the one place. It also made tax time for me personally far less stressful because it gave me the breathing room to transfer the two multiple bank accounts I had business transactions coming from to the one dedicated business account that now feeds straight into Xero. Right now, at the time of making this video, Xero is offering my audience 90% off for 6 months using the link in the description below. So my message to you is if you're starting a small business or you're wanting to monetize your hobby, I highly recommend Xero for not only the expert support, but also it's such an easy way to keep track of all of your business finances. A huge thank you to Xero again for sponsoring sponsoring today's video. Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, I've uploaded the limited piece to the website. I've made a video. I'll insert the video of what I end up posting. I love creating viral products, and as the owner of a handmade bag business, it kind of happens quite a lot. This strawberry patchwork bag I made back in like 2021 has gone super viral on Pinterest and YouTube because I don't even know who's posted this photo. So to celebrate the Teddy Valentine collection, we are recreating my most viral bag. This one features striped patchwork detailing. It wouldn't be complete without a ruffle. Now let's add the lining. I am introducing this as a limited edition Matchy piece. It's one of one and it's on matchy.au now. Oh my gosh, I hope you love it. And then whoever the lucky buyer is, hopefully we'll get to shout out in this video. I'm kind of nervous. You guys are so quick. I literally had it up for like 24 minutes and Kirsty has bought it. I'm so excited. Tomorrow we're packing it because I'm on my way home. There's like a storm coming through. It took like 24 or 27 minutes for the limited edition bag to sell. So I'm so excited. It's going to Kirsty in WA. And I also popped the bookmarks online last night as well. And Agnes wanted to add it to her order. So I'm packing that one up this morning. It is the cutie carry-all bag in the Wilbur print. And then she has also ordered 2 of the Wilbur bookmarks. By the way, guys, they're double-sided. I'm not sure if I mentioned that previously. So it's this side and this side. So that's like the same bookmark. Yeah, it's double-sided, which is so cute. So we're gonna pack up this order and I'm gonna do it really quick because I'm about to lose battery on my camera. Packing up this one right now. And I'm gonna put these 2 in. That looks so cute all together. That's her little package. I put the limited edition one in its own box overnight. I don't know why, but this is it. And then we're going to say goodbye and never see it again, which is crazy. But hopefully it's going to be well loved. Oh, it's literally so cute. Oh, I just think this is like the ultimate girly girl bag with all of the different colored pinks. That is all ready. ASMR. I'm also going to include a Barnaby bookmark in this one because I think that's a cute little touch to say thank you for getting a one of one limited edition bag, which is crazy. That is all packed up for Kirsty. Thanks, Kirsty. I hope you love it. Let me know if you guys want me to do this again because this was fun. Obviously, like not recreating the same bag, but like different ones.